Hello everybody, it's Rab from Rab Reviews. How are we all doing today? Okay, so it's been a few weeks, not been keeping too well, but I thought, you know what, better get a video out. So, I've got a few products here. Don't know if anybody else can notice. Look at that wall behind me. Is that not just the sexiest row of bottles you'll ever see? Perfect. Okay, so we do just a standard wash. I've got two companies' products here, well, three actually. First of all, first one is going to be from Xscent, and it is their show plate holders. I've got four of these, two for the front, two for the back. You basically, from this side, slide your show plate on and hang it onto your registration plates. Hopefully this is going to save me a lot of time, and it'll save me messing about with the old elastic bands. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to run through the products that I've got here today. So we have Detailed Online Elite Shampoo. Can't remember if this one had a smell to it. Yeah, can't quite place it. It's nice, pleasant. Let's have a quick look. Add 10 to 20 mils of shampoo to a 10 litre bucket. I use a 16 litre bucket, so I'll go for about 30 millilitres with that one. We also have their Lava High Cleansing Snow Foam. This is 100 to 150 mils to a foam lance. It doesn't say how many millilitres, so I'll probably do about 75 mil to 400 ml of water. We'll see how that comes out. So that is the shampoo and that. For the wheels, I got this purely because I love colours, and it is their Pulse Reactive Wheel Cleaner. This comes out a kind of fluorescent yellowy colour. It's actually quite nice. I should have taken heed with when it says reactive. Did not think about it. Sat in the house, opened the bottle, it's got fallout in it. Did not think about that one. Okay, so that's for the wheels. For the tyres, the people at 26GPN, I sent them a message that says, looking to do a little review, what's your most underrated product, and they suggested their Bug and Grime, so I went for that. They also said that it is a really good tyre cleaner, so I thought, well, let's give it a go. I don't really have many Bugs and Grime on the front of the car, so I'm going to try it as a tyre cleaner as requested by the company. What I do like about this is it's a Canyon trigger, and you get 3 fingers. Unless your name's Stephen, you probably get 2 because he's a big boy. But yeah, these are really good triggers. And finishing off on the wheels, we have Detailed Online's Ultra Shine Tyre and Trim Protector and Dressing. So that all sounds good. For the remainder of the bodywork, the car was decontaminated fairly recently, so if there is any tar and glue on there, I'll get that, which is one of my ones here. But we have, for LSP, we have the nano sealant, and this is spray onto a wet or dry car. This one, no, this is for the wet car. Spray on, leave for 1 minute, rinse off. What I do like about the instructions is it says, and rinse off again, just to make sure there's no product left on it. It's actually quite good. Then for my glass, I have the glass cleaner. I have had this as a smaller bottle before, really liked it, so that was quite good. And one that I've not seen before, but I'm going to give it a go, is their glass coat. The glass coat, simple spray on to glass, wet or dry, rinse off immediately using a pressure washer. Repeat the previous steps for adding coverage allowed and protection. Do not allow to dry on any surfaces. So it's almost like an LSP for glass, so I'll be giving this a good going over. So that's that. Let's get the buckets filled up, get everything done, and we'll get out to the car. So I'll see you all out there. Okay, hello everybody. So here we go. Let's have a quick look around the car. The car has not been touched since it was last washed, maybe 3 weeks ago, can't quite remember. But yeah, a lot of road grime. The car is now being used on the motorway a lot more often. As you can see, those black gloss wheels are the absolute bane of my life. Give me silver alloys. Next car I'm buying, I'm not going for black. Okay, so yeah, pretty much what we've got here is just travelling up and down on the motorway with some heavy rains, road dirt, road grime, all the usual. As always, you can see where the water just runs over the back of the car. You can see those lines, and the grit and dirt just seem to sit on that back bumper. Again, also the absolute bane of my life. The roof's not actually too bad, a little bit of misting on there, and the back window, you can see just how filthy that is. As always, right in underneath the glass, the dirt just collects in there, the water runs down from that, sits in there. It'd be great if it held all the dirt and none of the rest of the car got any on it, as well as down on the bottom of the hatch. Okay, so let's have a little close up. Those are the Xscent show plates, as well as the show plate holders. Really good, and there is some videos to go with them throughout. So yeah, as usual, as you can see there, it's just road grime dirt. So I'll let you go, and I'll catch you in a moment. Okay, time for shampoo. So, in the small bucket, 15-20 millilitres of the Elite shampoo, and in the big bucket, 30 to 35. Okay, so yeah, this stuff actually is I'm going to say cherry, but I might be wrong. But it's actually really pleasant to use. The shampoo's not majorly thick, but did have a liking to stick to the sides of the tub, so I had to give that a little rinse out. But once we froth it up, foam it up, it went there, and when I came to use it on the car, I just gave it another little nudge. No extra shampoo in it. Really nice shampoo to make up. Okay, so quick rinse off and on with the Pulse wheel cleaner. I went for the yellow one. They do a couple of different colours, but this one kind of stood out to me. It is a reactive, so it has fallout in it. Please do not open it in the house like I done. And for the tyres, a little bit different. I am using the 26 GPN bug and grime remover, as I spoke to them and they said that it was a very good wheel cleaner, so may as well give it a try. And the detailing brush I'm using is from Waxing Away. That is their exterior one, and a couple of photographs before and after showing how well that worked. Okay, so I'm just going to ground the car with a pre-wash. Now, when you test so many different products, you end up with a lot of pre-washes. I don't always finish them, so So once I have made it up to the dilution as stated on the bottles, so that I can reuse the bottle, I rinse the bottle out, but before doing so I will pour it into this pump sprayer. So that itself has a few different companies worth of pre-wash, and they are citrus. Okay, so now for the V2 snow foam. This is a high cleaning snow foam. I've got to say, even through the MJJC, this actually went on really well. Wasn't too thick, wasn't too watery, and I left this for about anything up to about 10 minutes if I remember correctly. Took a couple of pictures. The dirt literally was falling off the car, and this is the first time I've really noticed it, and I had to get a couple of photographs. So I'll just run around, rinse it all off, and you can't see it on this side, but when I was at the other side of the car and you're rinsing it off, you can see that perfect line of the pressure washer. Okay, so now we're going to test out the Xscent show plate holders. I was sceptical. I thought that they would just blow right off. They didn't. As long as you don't put the pressure washer too close and too hard, and they're going to stay there. So they are actually pretty decent and really good for washing the car with and keeping them on. Okay, and it is hand wash time. So as I said earlier on, I gave the bucket a little blast again just to froth it up, because it was about 20 minutes since I actually set it up. The shampoo is nice and sudsy. You get more than enough to get most of the panels done without it disappearing. Very sleek, slick. I actually really liked it, and had a little, and again, I believe it is cherry, but I had a lovely little scent to it. All in, it was a really nice shampoo to use, and it is probably going to be one of the ones that I will pick up first before most things. Okay, time for the glass. Now, this is a product that caught my eye on their website, and I thought this is something that I'm going to have to try. It is glass coat. So the car's already been washed, so is the windscreen, all the glass around the entire car. And for this, it is a case of spray it on, rinse off immediately, and you can apply extra again. It's recommended to use it with rinsing off with a pressure washer, and got to say, I like it. Wasn't sure how much to apply, so I just went in and tried to cover as much of the glass as possible. And I'm sorry, I forgot to move the camera for this part here, for that side window. Let's get this one done, and the bit that stands out the most to me is when I get the back window done, and you will see exactly why in just a moment once we get there. But yeah, I've tried lots of different products, ones that you put on, you leave on for a while, the car has to be dry, you have to wait 24 hours, 12 hours. But look, that literally just disappeared off the glass. Now, here's the bit that stands out the most to me. As with all LSPs and glass coats, after a while you see the bit where the wiper blade is, and you can see it perfectly there. So, as always, just get it all covered, and in a moment I will rinse it off. And I've got to say, I was really surprised. Absolutely loving this product. This is something I will buy more of, and this is something I will pretty much use on every car that's not going to be a review. Now, see where the window wiper is? Nope. It's gone, it's protected. What can I say? Absolutely amazing product. Okay, so now the car's all washed and my glass is protected, we need to protect the paintwork. And for this we have nano sealant. Now, there is still some of the zirconite bead magic. Bead magic, one of the two, can't remember, on the car just now, but it started to die off after a few weeks. So let's get this one on here. The recommendations for this is to spray it on, leave for 1 minute. Again, wasn't quite sure how much to use. I'm probably going to get a comment to say I've used way too much of the product. You're probably right. You might be wrong. I might be wrong. But I do have to say, this was a really nice product. I picked the one that had a scent of candy shop, which means that when you're spraying it, if you do get any in your face, it's not as bad as getting it when it's got no scent to it. But yeah, left this on for about a minute, and whilst I was waiting for that one, I just started to get around the car and spray some of the other bits. My thought process is by the time I've sprayed some of the other bits, that'll be me close to the minute. So let's go for the rinse off and you will see just how this works. There we go. Look at that water. It's gone. So next up I will just do a time lapse of me doing the rest of the car with the nano sealant. So I'll catch you at the end of that. Okay, so that's the car all nice and dried, and it's time to get these wheels done. So we are using the Ultra Shine tyre and trim dressing with a new applicator. The applicator, I was going to say is like a sponge, but it is a sponge. It just absorbed the product into it. So I just added a little bit extra. These tyres have got this daft lip that you need to kind of squeeze the applicator into, which ends up putting it all over your nice clean wheel. But yeah, I've got to say this was a really nice tyre dressing to use, sorry. The applicator went on, it looks as if I put probably a wee bit too much, but I didn't actually have to add any more, and I managed to go around the entire car. And then once I was done, I just went around with a cloth just to clean up any difference. Okay, so let's have a look around the car whilst I tell you about the products. The shampoo was really nice, absolutely loved it. Nice, foamy, sleek, done what it needed to do. Snow foam, pulled the dirt right off the car, absolutely fantastic snow foam. The tyre dressing, beautiful, love it. Gives it a nice high gloss shine. Nano sealant, done exactly as it needed to do. It got right on there, it held on and rejected the water just like it was designed to do. Glass coat, absolutely fantastic. I'm probably going to place another order, get more of that, because it's just perfect for what I need. What else have we got there? The glass cleaner. I did go around the car, but I forgot to hit record. After I'd washed the car and used the glass coat, I just went over it just for some little watermarks and stuff like that. Pulse wheel cleaner, absolutely love the colour. It did react, you just couldn't really see it very well because of the black wheels, but you could see it on the brake disc and behind. The 26 GPN bug and grime remover actually was a really good tyre cleaner, so if anybody wants to give that a go, and once I do get some heavy bugs in the front of the car, I'll give that a go as well. But yeah, all round, all the products were absolutely fantastic, and definitely going to be getting another order in very soon to have some stuff to either do a giveaway if things go as planned once I get to, let's say, 500 subscribers, or might just keep it for myself because it is good. But I'll leave yous to have a look over the photographs. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Please leave any comments you want, give me a subscribe and give a like, and I will catch you all